Hi, I'm Anthony Del Castillo,
I'm Joe Royce.
I'm at Noyes.
and this is Lab 9, Geometric Optics.
Two important concepts of this lab were the Foucault test, or the knife edge test, and Schlieren imaging. The Foucault test was originally used to measure conic shapes of optical mirrors. It measures the mirror's surface dimensions by reflecting light onto a knife edge at or near the mirror's center of curvature. Defects or differences in the mirror's shape cause the pattern to amplify the defects greatly, thus being able to study the conic shape of the mirror. Schlieren imaging is a technique in which variations from refractive index caused by density gradients in transparent media or fluids distort collimated light beams that creates a spatial variation in the intensity of the light, which can be visualized directly with a shadow graph system.
The concepts in this lab are worth learning about for several reasons. The Foucault test is worth learning about as it clearly demonstrates how rays act as they go through focus in a geometrical optics perspective. On top of that, Schlieren imaging is useful for many applications in real life, such as observations of fluid dynamics in fields of engineering and physics. And they're also useful for art pieces as well, since it allows us to see things that we would normally not be able to see with the naked eye.
One significant result of this lab is our ability to use the Foucault knife test to measure aberrations in our imaging system. Here you can see the knife results at the focal point of a spherical lens and the presence of spherical aberration. Here we can see a diagram illustrating how the difference in location of marginal and paraxial focus arising from spherical aberration leads to this screen pattern.
The results in this lab compared rather well to our prior knowledge. As expected, we were able to Schlieren image different temperatures and atmospheric disturbances, and the Foucault test also showed the expected results as predicted by both the pre-lab and the lecture.
One part of the lab that we really enjoyed was the contest for Schlieren imaging. It illustrated Schlieren imaging really nicely and was just like a fun part of the lab. One part we didn't like was the fiber tip and polishing part. We found the instructions in the manual to be insufficient to gain proper results. We kept grinding, and when we looked through the scope, we found that our tip wasn't improving in quality and the fiber end was fractured, and we followed everything step by step, but it didn't get us the results that we expected. I think future lab sections would greatly benefit from maybe an instructional video or some demo of how to polish these fibers before doing it in lab.